Greetings to you all. This is Dr. Shakira Nakasaga, and we are going to be going through our wisdom series. Today, we are going to be looking at inner beauty. So, what is inner beauty? What comes to your mind when someone says inner beauty? We are going to explore it today. It is a beauty found from within. What comes to your mind when you are to look at yourself in the mirror? Do you say, wow, I'm beautiful? Or do you look at all the flaws within you that need to be fixed? It is good to appreciate ourselves the way we have been created. Each and every single one of us is beautiful. We have that radiant energy that comes because we are human. We are the best creation that God has created. Even though you are to look at other creatures and you're like, wow, this looks good. But as a human being, you are the best creation. Have you ever thought of that? Do not always look at the pimple in your face or a scar in your face. Look at that outside design God has really put onto you and appreciate it. You know, sometimes we go to enhance our beauty through cosmetology, and it has always been a universal interest for both men and women alike. And how do they enhance the way they look like? It can be like the facial features, or it can actually be the body. And we all want to look great. And I'm not here to say that you should not look good on the outside. Take care of yourself. Bathe, take a bath, dress something that you feel comfortable in. Radiate that beauty that has already been endowed to you from God. However, as we are doing that, let us not emphasize on the way we only look and we forget about the other beauty that comes from within. Now, Dorothy Moshe said, with effort, one can develop captivating beauty, a calm loveliness of the soul that is both sacred and compelling, that draws other people towards you. It may not be explained. Have you ever met someone and they say, I feel drawn to you, but I do not know why I'm drawn to you? There is something about you that comes from the spirit within. We are all spiritual beings, and spirits attract or they can repel one another. Now, it depends on what you have fed into your spirit that is going to attract someone else, or it's going to repel them away from you. However, it is good that we take care of the way we look like on the outside, but also on the inside we should be able to take that into consideration. And this really builds those very good, beautiful relationships that draw us to one another, because you feel something that you cannot actually touch, something you cannot comprehend, but something. I think each and every single one of us has really felt it. Whenever you see someone and you start smiling, you feel an energy come out of you because of the other person's energy. Whenever someone has an energy that is attractive, it is going to draw someone towards them. And whenever someone has an energy that is actually repelling, it is also going to repel others away from them. Therefore, how do you get that energy? There are different ways in which we can get that energy. Without that energy, we are empty. That's why they say charm is deceptive. Charm without warmth is empty. Have you ever been attracted to something from a distance and it is really good, very, very good? The easiest example I can give is a rose flower, that beautiful color of a rose. When you are going to pick a rose flower, you have to be very careful because there are also thorns on that rose. According to the way you pick it, it can either prick you or it may not prick you. Not all that glitters is gold. Something can be very, very attractive to the human eye. You want it, you really want it. When you come to it, instead you are repelled away from it. Why are you repelled away from it? There is an energy around it that is repelling you. And that is the energy that needs to be removed from that thing so that you can be drawn fully to it. Charm is deceptive. The outside of something is deceptive. However, when you go and try to dig deeper and deeper, then you find out that, wow, it's not only on the outside, but also on the inside. It is really good. Then you are drawn to it, both on the outside and on the inside. Rather, it should be that of you, your inner self, that unfading beauty, because beauty fades as we grow older. You can go for facelifting, you can go for anti-aging, all those things, but naturally as a human being, the beauty will fade. But that inner spirit, it is always unchanging. If that inner spirit has always been in and it has always been beautiful, attracting other people, it will still stay the way it is. It's like your grandparents. You wish to always go to your grandparents because grandparents always are very, very loving and they will always spoil their grandchildren. It doesn't matter whether grandma is aging and aging and aging, but you were always pulled towards her because of that inner beauty, because of that love. Most of our grandparents, okay, some outliers may exist, but most of our grandparents, they have that strong bond with their grandchildren. They are old. They don't look like how they were in their youth. However, there is something within them that is stronger than how they used to look like. That inside thing, that is what we are looking at, is something that we want to magnify beyond what is seen on the outside. And when you do that, you are going to get a permanent beauty that can never be removed away, whether by age, whether by anything. It will always stay there. Have you heard of something known as the fruit of the Spirit? These are things that actually they enhance that inner beauty. It is in the Holy Book. It is in the Bible. When you are to read in Galatians, how do you cultivate the Spirit? The fruit of the Spirit: kindness, love, peace. Who doesn't want to be with a peaceful person? Who doesn't want to be the kind person? Now let us go to our story time. There was a lady, very, very intelligent, that she was called over for a job interview, and she was full of herself. On paper, everything looked perfect. When she came in for the interview, she was even asking the interview panel, "Hey, my time. You told me I'm going to present for this time. I need to go somewhere else. She was very, very arrogant. When results came back, she automatically thought she had gotten that position. She called in and they told her that they had found someone to occupy the position. Now she was very, very angry with that because she didn't expect that disappointment on her side. But why? Because she didn't have what it takes to live with others. She had the brains, she had the intelligence, but coming down on how you respect one another, on how you treat one another, it was completely different. Her illusion of being intelligent, much more better than others, it completely overshadowed the humanity, the human, as a human being, there is a reason as to why you are a human being. You have to behave in a human way. You have to treat others well, like the way you want to be treated. However, if at all you are not putting that into your relationships and you are behaving some way different, then that is going to affect the opportunities you will get in life because you do not know how to live with others. Therefore, how can we then cultivate that real beauty? Sit back, think twice, reflect. What are my gifts? Use your gifts. Everyone has a gift. Use your gift to impact another person in a positive way. What are my weaknesses? Address your weaknesses. For example, I have a short temper. What can I do about that short temper? Then, also, magnify your strengths. What are my strengths? If people have been complimenting you always that, you are a loving person, work on that. Magnify it more. Smile. Greet others. Be approachable. Be kind. Live at peace with everyone. In such a way, you are going to actually pull out that inner energy, beautiful energy that will attract others towards you. Hope we can continue this in another series. Please get a copy of my book that I wrote. It is on the Amazon. It is called Wisdom for Young Adults. It is for all ages. All ages, yes. It is good for a teenager, for a college student, for a young professional that wants to become self-aware. But it is for all ages. From the reviews I've gotten, it is for all ages. So I encourage you to get a copy of my book and see you in the next one.